Okay, folks, back here on the tabletop. This is the Red Sox project, game 38. Uh, they lambasted the Orioles in a rain shortened game in game 37. And so we're going to get game 38 out here. And I mean, you know, what we like to do here is I like trying to take maybe a scientific approach to things and think about things in that kind of way. We had Dylan Bundy, who isn't such a bad pitcher, and he got smoked. And you had Porcello, who he pitched pretty well. His card isn't super, but it's serviceable. Here we have two guys in Brian Johnson, basically a spot starter for the Red Sox, and Aaron Brooks, not the quarterback from the New Orleans Saints. Aaron Brooks, the starting pitcher of the Baltimore Orioles, who will get starts here. Both of these guys have the struggler quality already on their card. And we got to a 15-2 score line in the last game. Are we going to get that here? Are we going to get worse? Are we going to get better? I mean, it might be we get a really good game. I don't know. Let's find out. So we're going to have this lineup for the Red Sox. Now, my game day rolls, I got a finite term roll for the Red Sox, which was Sam Travis earned the champion quality this game. So if we take a look at his card, he's a utility guy, and champion is related to batting average type, and so isn't utility, but he's going to keep utility. Now I'm not going to write it on here. I have used the plastic sleeves that I use for golf, and sometimes I've covered a card and written it on there. I'm going to try to remember this, but he's going to keep utility. So if comes up and it says sad sack, utility, or patient, it's a strikeout. He still will get the strikeout, but if it comes up, is he a champion? That would also apply as well. So he got that, and that's only for this game. So instead of using Benintendi in left, so it wasn't necessarily just for him. It was for a reserve outfielder, and he's the only one on the roster who I would consider reserve outfielder besides J.D. Martinez, who is pretty much the DH. Occasionally he'll play in the outfield, but Sam Travis is a utility player, plays a fair amount in the outfield. He does play some corner infielder, but we're going to go with that. And still with the till further notice, the Red Sox have full harmony because the manager quality got that till further notice, and Brandon Workman, the closer, has control. So those are the overriding qualities right now for the Red Sox. For the Orioles, I didn't write it down here. They do have the Mancini injury. He is out for the rest of the year, which is hurting them. But now the manager has no home field advantage. So that means if we get a pitching at home roll, it doesn't count. And there may be other things that come up. We'll have to keep that in mind as something comes up as a home team. And they just got that in these roles here today. And then Eshelman stays on as the struggler. We won't see him the next till further notice. So, and till further notice just means you have two qualities going on at the same time. You can see them here. And I put them on the sheet here in order of what's the most recent. So manager harmony, most recent. Workman control. If we roll the next game and we get another TFN quality, the manager harmony will go away. So that's kind of the way that works. And so that's also the way it works for the Orioles. If there's another TFN that comes up next game, then Eshelman's struggler will go away. Anyway, that's just a quick go through here. And so the lineup for the Red Sox is going to be this: Devers at third base leading off, Betts in right field batting second. J.D. Martinez is going to be the hot batter, designated hot batter, and he's the designated hitter. Xander Bogaerts shortstop batting fourth, and he is listed as the cleanup hitter. Mitch Moreland first base, bats fifth. Then Sam Travis left field. He does have the champion quality, as we mentioned, added. Christian Vazquez the catcher, bats seventh. Then Marco Hernandez, cold hitter, second base, batting eighth. And then the ninth hitter is Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. And let's get this game underway with Rafael Devers. 3-3-5. And let's see. Is the pitcher wild? Brooks is semi-control, which is control is the opposite of wild, so he's not. He's not a sad sack, so this is a single. And a stolen base for Devers. So we haven't had many stolen bases for the Red Sox. There's an auto stolen base. If he was stoic, he would hold, but he's not. So already a runner in scoring position, nobody out. So with Betts at the plate and Devers already having stolen a base, Mookie Betts, 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, that's a hot shot right at VR at second base, and that'll be one out. Looks back Devers. He took a little bit of a secondary lead, but then immediately recognized off the bat that had a chance of being caught and flinched back and dove in. So JD Martinez, who had a home run in yesterday's game, grand slam. Could he get another one here? Home run, 1-4-5. Struggler he is. That's a wild pitch, so we're going to re-roll after moving Devers to third on the wild pitch. Martinez still at the plate. 2-4-6. Is he controlled? The dot says yes. That's a ground out to the pitcher. We're gonna. Will they have played infield in here? I think that they would have to try and play this tight. You know what? At this part of the game, we're going to say that they decided that they're going to give up the run to get the out. And they figure they're going to have to outslug Boston anyway. So that's one run in. 1-0 Boston as Martinez grounds out and gets an RBI in the process. Xander Bogaerts, 2 down, 2-2-4. Pitching at home, this is where the home field advantage does not help. So we move on. He's going to not be pitching at home. Is Bogaerts a slugger, semi-slugger, no dot. That will be a single to right. He's not active, so no stolen base. But now we go to right now. And Baltimore just hoping they can get out of this inning without any further damage here. Moreland, neutral, 33. Hot pitcher, no. That's going to be a ground out, and that will be the end of the inning. So the ground out is going to be hit towards the second baseman. It'll be 4-3, which does retire the side. So 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. Okay, so the Orioles are going to send this lineup. Hot batter Jonathan VR will play at second base and lead off. Jace Peterson in left, who had a pretty decent game there yesterday. I think he was 2 for 3. He's going to bat second. Then Hanser Alberto, the third baseman, will bat third. Then Santander in right. Santander, excuse me. Renato Nunez, the DH. Then Chris Davis, Pedro Severino catching. Stevie Wilkerson in center. And Richie Martin, the shortstop, facing Brian Johnson, the lefty here. Not a great card, but let's see. 3-3-6. Not an ace, not dynamic. Sad sack, utility patient. Nope, that'll be a single. And VR gets on base with a hit. Go to experience chart now. We're going to play these guys to be a little more active on the base paths. So with Vazquez being neutral, it's a 1-4 chance. VR is going to try to get a lead, and he gets one. It needs a 1-4 to be a stolen base, and it's a 2, so he steals second. Be a little more forceful here, and so now they're going to continue to bat off the experience chart for Jace Peterson, who's semi-icon. Johnson's neutral. 55, full count, batter steps out of the box, timeout, play resumes, roll decide or die. For base on balls or strikeout, it's a no dot. That'll be a strikeout for Peterson, 1 out. Now, Alberto, third base, off the main chart, runner at second with 1 down, 2-2-4, pitching at home, no. Slugger, no. That will be a single. VR will have to hold up at third. Although, because the decider die is a no, he's not active. He'd score from second if he were active here. But he's semi-active without the dot. So, first and third with 1 out. And it brings up Anthony Santander. They're going to play back, looking for double play. 2-2-4 again, pitching at home, no. Slugger, He's not a slugger. This is going to be another single. And that's going to score VR, and it's tied at 1. Alberto holds up at third, and a good start for the Orioles as they bounce right back. So Alberto at second, Santander at first, 1 out. Renato Nunez. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? Yes, he is. A crack, and this is going to be a fence shot. It's Nunez. The dot says he is a home run king. This has a 5 and 6 chance of being a 3-run home run and would put Brian Johnson right away. A 1 is a fly out. Otherwise, it's a homer, and it's gone. Renato Nunez goes deep here at Camden Yards, and it now is a 4-1 ball game as the Orioles strike back with a vengeance. Brian Johnson, I don't know, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go to the AC/DC jokes again or not. Probably not, because probably got your fill of them the last time he showed up, but he's 1 run away from being not fresh anymore. So 1 out. Chris Davis, 2-4-5. Is he a hero? No, he isn't. Definitely not. That's a pop up to second. And that'll be caught by Marco Hernandez. And now we go back to the experience chart for Pedro Severino. Neither guy has an experience list on their card. So 25. Icon batter, he's not. So it's going to be a liner caught by the third baseman, Devers. But a 4-run inning for the Orioles. And that's exactly what the home fans wanted to see after yesterday's debacle. Okay, so you guys have seen enough of these games so far. I'm going to try and go a little quicker here and not be as narrative, but let me know if this is a problem. Leave a comment if you prefer me to be a little bit more descriptive. But on 4-6-6, the pitcher is control, so that's going to be a single based on that result. Now Vasquez with a runner at first. It's going to be... he's not going to be away for this to be outfield drama. We got to go back to that one. And left fielder iron. That's Peterson, and he's not. So that will be a fly out. To left. Vasquez retired. Hernandez. Back to the main chart. 3-3-4. He's not a sad sack, so this is a single. And Travis will end up at third because he's not stoic. First and third, 1 out. They're going to play with the infield double play depth for Jackie Bradley Jr. And he is fresh. That's a strikeout. Pitcher is fresh. Brings up Devers, the leadoff hitter. He singled first time up, so runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. Can he come through? Same side, lefty versus righty, so no. This is going to be a hit. That's a single. It's going to score the run, and it's now 4-2. Travis trots home. Hernandez will have to stop at second. He is semi-stoic. With 2 outs, though, he gets to move to third. All right. Now, bets. First and third still 1-1-5. Still fresh, so that's going to be a pop-up to 4. So to second base, that will finish it, but they do get it back to 2 as a run scores on 3 hits and 2 left. So Wilkerson, that's flash and fresh, and that is the case. That's a strikeout. Barely fresh as he gives up 4 runs in the first. Richie Martin. Okay, yes, that's going to be a single on the struggler. The pitcher is a struggler still. And they're again going to try and steal a base with Martin with 1 out, and he's not going to get a good lead. VR. Not control that. Wait, he's not control. Neither of those. It's going to be a walk. Martin to second. So Peterson. Still fresh. That's a strikeout. First and second, 2 down. And it will be Hanser Alberto. And 3-3-6. That's going to be a single. No sad sack, utility, or patient. So that's a single. And that is going to score Martin from second. And it's now 5-2. And now the freshness has worn off from Brian Johnson. So Santander with runners at first and second, or first and third, 2 outs. Not fresh. Home run king. No. So that's going to be a double. That's going to score another run, and now we're going to have to get the bullpen warming up for Boston. So in to score comes VR, to third Alberto, and it's getting a little bit out of hand here. Second and third, they're going to go to the mound visit, and it's going to be Nathan Eovaldi, who will be a starter in another couple of weeks in this season, but at the moment he is in the bullpen. And so Santander with an RBI as he drives in VR. Second and third, 3-4-6. Can you get out of the inning here? Semi-eager, no dot. This is going to be a walk, and that will... They're going to let him face... They'll let him face Chris Davis. If there's anybody you're going to be able to get out, it's Chris Davis. And they go to the chemistry chart. And so it kind of lines up for them. They should be able to get out of this, but let's see. 56, pitching team distance. No, that's going to be a strikeout, and that will be it. He strikes out the side with a bunch of junk in between. 6-2 is the score. Okay, we go to the right now chart for Brooks, but nothing to carry over. And we don't carry it over. I was just reading that. So he's not a hot pitcher. So grounder to pitcher, only play at first base. So nobody else to throw to. Anyway, Martinez is retired. Main chart. Not an ace. Champion, no. That'll be a grounder to short. 2 outs. Now Moreland. 4s without a dot. I don't think that's going to... That will be a double to right if he were a home run king, but the home run king dot isn't there, so it's going to be a double for Moreland. He's not a scrapper. Now Travis, who does have champion with a runner at second, 4-6-6, control. Yep, that's going to be a single. That's going to score a run. So that's that control selection, which hurts the pitcher for being a little too close to the zone or too deep in the zone every time. That's actually he is. RBI for Travis. So Vazquez now. 2 outs. He's going to try to steal. He gets a lead. Severino is semi-iron, and he is going to be normal this time. So 1-4, and he does get the stolen base. Can they keep this alive here? Vazquez, 4-4-6. Not a star. Neither of those. That's going to be a single, and that will score Travis. So that's going to make it 6-4 now. 2 runs in. He's not active, so he doesn't steal. It's going to bring up Marco Hernandez, and we go to the player experience chart with the prospect here, hopefully getting, let's see, 56. Icon pitcher, no. Infield drama, so we're going to have to figure out 26. Second baseman, gold. Second baseman is VR, and he's not. This is going to be a single into center with a 2 lead, so the runner will hold at second, Vazquez. And it's going to bring up Jackie Bradley Jr., the tying run at first. 2 outs, 2 across at 6-4. And this is a ballpark check for a lefty, and it's a ballpark. It's a 135 with a black 1. So lefty, it's normal. Let's see what the check is. 15, big park. It is not. Right fielder unable to run down the ball. A double. Active. He's not active, but that will be a double, and it's going to score Vazquez 6-5, and now the freshness is gone for Brooks. Hernandez not quick enough to be able to advance that any further with a 1, but he's going to end up at third, second and third. And what's Devers going to do here now? Could walk him intentionally, but it's going to be 1. No, it's 2. 1-2-2. He's not Workman. Champion, semi-champion, no doubt. That'll be a liner to third to end the inning. So they get away with that. Could have been if he had been made a champion there. But that's 3 across, and it's now 6-5, as both of these pitchers have now exhausted their freshness. Okay, they're going to stick by Johnson here a little longer. Severino to the plate. 1-2-4. Not control. Not eager. That's a walk. Oh my, maybe I should have taken him out. Wilkerson. 1-6-6. Not a Workman. Whiffer. Yes, he is. That's a strikeout. 2 strikeouts of Wilkerson on this one. Now, Richie Martin, 1-4-5, struggler. That's a wild pitch. Severino will be able to advance to second while Martin continues his at bat. Yeah, this is a walk. 2 walks in the inning. And we're going to make the move. It's going to go. They're going to go to Evaldi. 18 plate appearances, batters faced, whatever. It's getting ugly. So the book's still out on Brian Johnson, but he is on the highway to the locker room, to the showers. So Martin walks, so now it's VR with first and second, 1 out. Can Evaldi, who is against a switch hitter, so there's no ace bump here. 2-4-4. Champion, he's not. That's a grounder, unless he's a semi. So he is a grounder to short. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Severino ends up at third, but that's a needed out. Now they get Jace Peterson, who is 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Can they get him out and get out of this inning with the first 0 on the board? 1-1-3. No, ace or dime. Slugger. He's not a slugger. It's a single. Unless it's set. Nope, that's a single. But on the one that's going to score a run, it's going to be 7-5, and in will come Severino. It's another run for the Orioles. Thought maybe they'd get out of this. Only 1 base advance on that because it's although okay, that's where it stands. Alberto, first and second, still 2 outs. 3-6-6. Not a pinch hitter, it's a fly ball to center, which will be caught, which will end the third, but they do get another run on a hit. 2 walks and 2 left. It is 7-5. Orioles on top here. Okay, so Brooks, third time through the order. They would love to see him be able to get a decision in this game. Star, he's not a star. Not if he were patient, it'd be a third strike. That's going to be a single, and now we're definitely going to have to start getting some bullpen activity going here for the Orioles. Get Brandon Klein stirring. Betts at first, nobody out. Martinez. Not fresh anymore. Not a sad sack. That'll be a single, and they're going to have to go and get him. So there'll be a pitching change. Out comes Brooks. So it'll be Brandon Klein coming in to face Xander Bogaerts, who is 1 for 2. He will get ace added to this, as he is a righty facing a righty. 3, 4, 5. Iron catcher, no. Wait, semi-iron, no. Yep, no. Good eye, that's a strikeout. 1 out. And we go to the right now. Moreland, 56, hot pitcher. He's semi-hot with a dot, so it's going to get out of this inning with ground outs and shallow flies. So the ground out will be to the catcher. For Moreland, and then the fly out will be to center to end the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. Still 7-5. Okay, Santander, 2 for 2, single and a double. 2, 4, 4. Not an ace, not a champion. That's a grounder to short. And up with that will be Bogaerts, and he can throw to first, and that'll be 1 out. Renato Nunez, who went deep in the first inning and put a real hurting on this struggler. He is a struggler. This is going to be another home run chance, but this time not a home run king because of the decider dies, so it's going to be an other check. Needs a 6 for a homer, and it's a 5. That's a triple for Nunez. For somebody stoic, that seems a little outlandish, but we will let it stand, as we're not really taking care of the Baltimore stats all that much. Chris Davis, they're going to play with the infield in. 1 for 5. That's a wild pitch. It's going to score the runner, as Evaldi is a struggler. So now 8 to 5. Now nobody on. 2, 3, 6. That's going to be a walk, not double control. Severino. 1, 2, 6. Is he fresh? He is. This is semi-fresh, no dot. Sad sack, nope. It's going to be a single. 1 base advance, and this is really going bad. So, first and second, still 1 out, and the Red Sox are going to get Marcus Walden up, and they're going to try it. They've got to try it. They wanted to have a long reliever go for a bit, but obviously Evaldi is not going to get the job done. They could use a double play here from Wilkerson. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? No dot. Home run king or sad sack? No, that's a double, and that's going to score, and they're going to have to get Evaldi out of there. He is just not getting the job done. So we're going to do another pitching change. It's going to be Walden coming in here to try and keep this 10-5. They've doubled them up now. Okay, so Martin now, but it's going to be Walden facing him. So ace bump for Walden, plus he's semi-starred, much better pitcher, just trying to get out of this. 1-2-5. He's not a struggler, not patient, so it's going to be a whiffer. That's going to be a strikeout for the second out, as they would have been playing the infield in there, so that's a big out. And now VR, as they move the infield back, and he's semi-control, no dot. There's going to be a walk, loads the bases. Peterson. They get him out and get out of this inning. No, and no. outfield drama. It's not coming easy for the Red Sox today. Mookie Betts is not iron, so that's going to be a fly out. That ends the inning. So they only give up the 2 runs. They can't put a 0 on the board themselves. Already with 29 batters faced for the Orioles. And it is 10-5. Actually, am I right? Maybe it's 9-5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-5. What a way to make a living. Okay, so we'll stick with Klein here for the Orioles as they try to get through the 5th. Bottom of the order, Christian Vázquez. And that'll be eager. That'll be a fly out. Hernandez, 2-5-5. Not a home run king, so that's a fly out to left. It's going to be caught by Peterson, and now Bradley Jr. That'll be a walk. He's not double control, the pitcher. That'll be the top of the order with Devers. Home run king, nope. That's going to be a fly out to center to end the inning. So, 1 runner left. It is 9-5. Baltimore on top. So Walden coming out for another inning. Alberto, bottom of the 5th here. And 4-5-5 is going to be, he's flashed. That's a strikeout. Santander. Umpire check. Nobody on base. It's a 1-3-5, but the blue lead is umpire check. Questionable at home. He is questionable, so that's going to be a questionable 3rd strike. And Santander is not happy, but he's going to wander back to the dugout as his team is ahead. And it'll be Nunez who has a home run and a triple, the 2 tougher parts of the cycle, and a 1-5-5 home run king with a dot. This is another home run. Nunez takes Walden out of the park. Now it is 10-5. 2 home runs on the game for Renato Nunez. He is having one heck of a game. 3 for 3, 2 dingers, a 3-bagger, and a walk. 3 runs scored. And now Chris Davis, 4-5-6. He will fly out to center, which will end the inning. So another run tacked on, up to 10 now for the Orioles. So Hunter Harvey is going to enter the game. I had to card him, but he has a really good card. We're going to use him for an inning here in the 6th. And that will be, he is a star, so that's a grounder. Infielder of choice, that'll be back to Harvey. Betts retired. Martinez now. 1 for 3. That will be a walk. We'll go to chemistry. Pitching team is semi-dissonant, no dot, so they're going to get a grounder to short with a lead die at 3. That will be a fielder's choice. What was that, 35? Yeah, 6-4. Bogarts ends up at first, and now Mitch Moreland to the plate. 10-5 is your score. They need to chip away at this if they're going to have any chance. It's going to be tough against Harvey here. And pitching at home, they're not pitching at home. Is he a slugger? He is. That's a double. He is not a home run legend. So that's a double. Bogarts is going to end up at 3rd. And if you recall, the reason that is 2-2-4 checks pitching at home, and they have no home field advantage right now. So that is hampering them a bit. And now Sam Travis, who does have champion for this game, 2-3-3 ace or star. He's going to get out of this with a ground ball to short, and that will be Martin throwing to first. If that had missed, well, Sam Travis would have still probably been the last out either way. But anyway, another 0 for the Orioles. The pitching is coming through here, as it is now. It's still 10-5 in the bottom of the sixth. Okay, well, the Red Sox will turn to Matt Barnes here to at least get an inning of work in, facing Pedro Severino. He is fresh at the liner to third, or liner to second. And that'll be nabbed by Hernandez. 1 out, Wilkerson. He is a whiffer. That'll be a strikeout. That's 3 on the day. He does have a double in there, though, so he's avoiding the sombrero of shame or Richie Martin. 2, 3, 5. Barnes is semi-wild with a dot, so this is going to be a walk. No clean innings for the Red Sox in this one. VR. Martin, 10-5 lead. They're not going to try stealing bases right now. 5-5-6. Oh, that's going to be a double. And that's going to score Martin. And that's going to make it 11-5. That lead die of 5 means Martin scores from first with 2 outs. And so a 2-out run adds to the Red Sox paying 11-5. Peterson with VR at second. Struggler, he's not a struggler, so he's not patient. So that will be a semi-whiffer strikeout to end the 6th, but they do pick up an extra run, and no zeros for the Red Sox on the Orioles board here. It's still 5 runs for the Red Sox and 11 for Baltimore now. Okay, they'll stick with Hunter Harvey for another inning here. Try to get 2 out of him. Okay, he's not a workman. Okay, so he's a whiffer. That's going to be an infield single, nubbed. So that's one where the whiffer does help. Marco Hernandez. He is eager. That's a fly ball to center. It'll be caught by Wilkerson. 1 out. Bradley Jr. And we had a little timeout called. So, yeah, 2-4-4 again. Not ace. Not champion. Grounder. That's a whiffer. That's a strikeout. So 2 away for Devers. And not pitching at home. Slugger. He is a slugger. That'll be a double. Will not score Vasquez, but chance to cut into this lead if Mookie Betts can do something here. 2-6-6. Runner on first, there's no runner on first. So leadoff batter, no. Fly ball to right, and that will be caught out there by Santander. No runs, 2 hits, and they're going to both be stranded by Harvey. 2 good innings there, and they're going to be sending Barnes back out here for the Red Sox. Okay, it's 11-5, and Paul Fry is going to warm up for the 8th. And Sarah Alberto against Barnes here. 1-4-6. Flash. Well, he's double flash, so this is going to be 2 strikeouts in a row. He's going to get Alberto, and he's going to get Santander. That'll bring up Nunez, who has been the thorn in the Boston side here all night. 1-4-6. Flash again. That is a strikeout, and Barnes strikes out the side. So finally a 0. It's 11-5 Orioles, with the Red Sox coming up in top of the 8th. Okay, so they've warmed up the lefty Paul Fry to face J.D. Martinez. And is he home run king? Semi with a dot. That's going to be gone, so a rude entry for Paul Fry as Martinez makes it 11-6 as he goes deep out into the left field stands. I believe that is number 13 on the year for Martinez. Now Bogarts He is flashed. That's a strikeout. Moreland. Semi-whiffer dot. That's another strikeout. Now Sam Travis, again, we have to remember he has champion. If it comes up with that, 1, 5, 6. Again, whiffer, semi-whiffer. This time no dot, so this will be an outfield drama check. And it's going to be right fielder Stoic. Right fielder is Santander. Let's see, what was I checking? Whiffer. Yeah, we already used the semi to indicate he... Wait. He was a semi-whiffer. Why did I go to outfield drama? Because the dot was showing, right? Oh, we're going to call it a strikeout. I think it was a strikeout. That ends the top of the 8th. So that's not a 0, it's a 1. He gave up a home run to Martinez, but otherwise things have settled down. And it will be Josh Taylor coming in for the bottom of the 8th for the Red Sox. So 11-6 being the score after the home run. And Josh Taylor is going to face Chris Davis, lefty-lefty matchup here. He's fresh. It's a liner to third, 1 out at the second. I keep reading that as third, and it's second. So 1 out. Severino. 1 for 3. Double flash, so that's going to be 2 strikeouts in a row to end the inning. That's going to get Severino and Wilkerson, 4 strikeouts for Wilkerson on the game, so not a good outing for him, even though he does get a double in between, in the middle of them, to soften the blow. Now, Michael Gibbons is going to be brought in for the 9th here. He hasn't pitched too much of late, so Gibbons will be... He is their closer. We've seen him in other seasons as a hold guy. So, but we're going to go ahead and get things going here with Michael Gibbons against Christian Vazquez. 5-6-6. Not wild. No good eye. That's a strikeout. Go to right now. They're going to pinch hit for Marco Hernandez with Andrew Benintendi. That's going to keep it on the main chart. So, top of the 9th here. It's 11-6. And Andrew Benintendi is going to come up here trying to get something going. 1-2-5, a struggler. He's not a struggler. Patient, not patient. That's going to be a grounder to third base, and they're going to be down to their final out. Jackie Bradley Jr. to the plate. They'll pinch hit for Bradley Jr. He's done okay this game. They're going to bring in their top average hitter right now, Brock Holt, to try and keep this game alive. Brock Holt against Givens. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? Semi-hero, no dot. This is going to be a pop-up. It's going to be caught at second by Jonathan VR, and that will be your ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors in the 9th. And the Baltimore Orioles win this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to the Red Sox 6. Crooked score there for the Red Sox. Their pitching staff trying to get by in this game with Brian Johnson. He gives up 7 earned runs in 2 1/3 innings. They tax the bullpen, and the Orioles have a feast here at Camden Yards in the middle game of this 3-game set. I'm not going to do the totals here on the channel tonight. We're just going to upload this and say goodnight to you all. I'll do game 3 of this series. I may just try and keep working through this to the end. So as I have said in the past, or I've tried to say, maybe I haven't said it as much since I've been on the channel here. Why am I doing this? You know, I am a scientist in the real world, and I like to view this as a science experiment. And so, not only that, as much as the Tenacious nomer for the name for this league is because of 10 teams, and for the channel kind of came from that 10-team league. I don't necessarily view myself in real life as tenacious, but I do view what I want to do through this channel as being somebody that goes through and shows you how to keep your head down and focus and complete your projects. Does it always work out that way? I do have several sports going at one time usually. In this case, but mostly here in the last 2 or 3 years, or for the most part, I've tried to kind of like not get too many of the same sport going on. I think during the Phillies, I started another Tenacious Baseball League, which kind of got things muddied up, and I kind of made a learning from that maybe it's better just to try and keep focused, and especially not mix up a couple of engines. So I have 2 or 3 engines and maybe more that are in the hopper that I really haven't done much with, and I'd like to, but I got started on this, and I just finished 38. We have 54 total in this league, and probably playoffs, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Might depend on whether the Red Sox get there. Currently 21-17. But the whole point is I'm trying to keep focused, keep my head down, complete projects, and kind of be an example of what we do as solitaire players. You know, I don't stream every game. I try to stream one every once in a while. Sometimes it's more with the golf that I do. But it's not really I don't usually do a whole lot of games that are just without much rhyme or reason. Usually it's in the middle of a project. And as with these are, I know maybe it doesn't always register with everybody that it's kind of like a project. And the games maybe aren't that, without perspective, it might be tough. I feel like there's just a small window to be able to offer you guys a look into things. And maybe you caught the end of this video. If you did, awesome. But that's what my heart is to try and be person who is an example of why we do these solitaire games. We're not doing head-to-head. We're not doing it for a bunch of flash, for flair. It's a grind, and we're just grinding it out here, a lot of us. And just hope that all of you hang in there when you start feeling like your project's getting a little rough. Take a short break, refresh, get back to it. If you want to start another sport, or if you feel like you can manage a couple of different engines at the same time, by all means go for it. But that's not my nature. But just, if you have to take a break, you have to, but keep focused, keep your head down. You'll get through it. When you get done with a project, there's just this great sense of accomplishment, even if it's only for you. Even if this were only for me, it's just, I can hang my hat and say, I got this project done. And it's kind of helped me in some ways with my, work life as well. Like now, it makes me want to aspire even in my work life to just, if I have something that I can view as a project, I want to complete it. I don't want to come up halfway and lose steam. I want to push on, have that perseverance. And so anyway, that's what we do. So, you get an 11-6 game, There are times for sure when I feel like that's not an easy game to play out, but we play it out. We get it done. We will cross the finish line. And this is going to be an easier one to cross than some of the other ones I've done when it's been what do I want to say? You know, when it's been a much longer game. This is only 54 games. It's not like it's the full 270. But anyway, just hang in there, you guys. Thanks for those of you who keep tuning in. We're going to keep with it. If you have any ideas of things you'd like to see, you're welcome to put them in there. I don't know when I'm still doing golf. I'm still going to do some Formula One here and there. I'm going to finish up probably this weekend the second season project. Get that off the table. I had finished the regular season and I kind of had this little accomplished feeling, and then I just started to realize, I really need to kind of sew that up with the playoffs. Get that done this weekend. So anyway, spend an extra 5 or 6 minutes here just saying, keep at it. Thank you guys for following me through games like this one where things get a little bit, unraveled and we get through, have to go through a few different pitchers and nobody seems to be able to get anybody out. It's okay. It's fun because you'll have games like this. I had plenty of games early in the season that were one run, 2-run games, and anyway, it'll be good. But enjoy the blowouts, enjoy the unexpected results, and enjoy the ones that just will be super memorable for you, because there are those games when you get that last plate appearance home run and they're awesome. So just enjoy your projects, and if you feel like you want to tell us about the project in the comments of this video, have at it. We try to keep track of everybody's stuff when we're doing things like this, but not always easy. So just appreciate you following this channel. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you back here soon on Tenacious Sports with Game 39 of this Boston Red Sox playoff, or not playoff, simulation. Got playoffs on the brain. Simulation 21-17. I was hoping that this would be a sweep, but Baltimore came to play today. Now they're 12-26, and so hang in there. Winner is going to be probably Brandon Klein. I pitched the 2 innings there, and he did pretty well with that. So we'll probably and he kind of got out of a jam there in the 4th inning. So we'll probably give him the win, and the loss will go to Brian Johnson. So, the Orioles here, they shook us all night long. So finally, one last AC/DC reference for this Brian Johnson start. See you later back here on Tenacious Sports.